We've been hearing a lot about 64-year-old Diana Nyad. She successfully completed her lifelong dream of swimming the Florida Straits from Cuba to Key West, Florida. While she was the first to complete the swim without a shark tank, she was not the first to actually make that long journey. Grove City's Walter Poenisch made that epic swim just over 35 years ago on July 11th, 1978.
Poenisch died in 2000, but his widow, Faye Poenisch, keeps his story alive. She spoke to our Candace Lee today about Walter's journey and why his swim gets little attention.
Walter Poenisch, a baker and rodeo man by trade, began marathon swimming at the age of 49 after betting a restaurant owner in Jamestown, New York, he could beat him.
Well, Walter didn't know it, but the gentleman that actually took up the wager was an ex-Olympic swimmer. And he defeated Walter by a body's length. And he said, for a cowboy, you're a hell of a swimmer.
It was the first of many open water swims in Michigan, Columbus, and Florida Walter would make. But it is his swim from Cuba to Little Duck Key in Florida, Faye says, was his crowning achievement.
From 1963 until 1978, everything that Walter Poenisch did in the way of swimming was predicated on the day that he would get the approval to make the Cuba to Florida swim.
It was a momentous occasion, says Faye, made even more special by the presence of Cuban President Fidel Castro. Walter finished the 128.8-mile swim in 34 hours, 15 minutes. But Walter's swim was overshadowed. Faye says the media at the time focused on the announcement of one Diana Nyad's plan to make the same swim. She says Nyad and the International Swimmers Hall of Fame slandered Walter, doubting he actually made the trip. The Poenisches sued, and 4.5 years after Walter's swim, the Hall of Fame and Nyad retracted their statements and the suit was dropped. Faye says she chose not to watch Nyad complete her swim Monday.
Because as far as I'm concerned, she helped destroy my husband's life.
For his efforts, Walter Poenisch is listed in the Guinness Book of World Records for longest swim from 1980 to 2000. When Walter fell ill, Faye says he cared less about that swim and more about his spirituality. He died June 6, 2000.
In those final years of his life, that was really all he wanted to talk about.
In Columbus, Candace Lee, NBC4.
Now, that is a story I never heard before, that we had a man right here in Columbus who did that.
That's really a very interesting story, too. And, you know, with the cage, without the cage, it's still an amazing feat.
And he did it in 34 hours. Yeah, that's amazing.
Ben, you're a bit of a swimmer. Do you think you'd like to undertake something like that one of these days?
I could handle an Olympic pool. I think that's about as far as I would go.
Yeah, I like the pools, too. They're nice.
And you don't have to worry about the sea creatures as well.
Yeah.